Perfect. So let's get started. I am Isabel, the head of customer development, and I would like to thank you all for being here and having me here. I'm happy to be showcasing HubOs and how we have been helping hoteliers in their operations for more than 5 years. Just to give you a little bit of context before anything else, HubOs was born in 2015 in Spain by Alex and Joan. It was developed to fill an existing gap that was in hotels regarding operational management and actually the lack of a tool that is easy to use in a daily basis. So after 5 years, we have office in Spain, we have an office in Australia as well, and what is started to be a maintenance solution now has 7 integrated solutions. But most importantly, in these 5 years, we gained the trust of more than 600 clients with 0% churn. And this says a lot about our commitment, our clients' trust in us, and also the mindset that we have to never stop developing and innovating technology in the industry. That being said, with HubOs, you have one single platform that combines 7 different solutions. They are fully connected, integrated between each other, as well as with other systems such as a PMS, BMS, ERP, or even a guest app. Plus, what I really like is about the use of the mobile app with offline operation. So this enables your operation data to be shared in real time to the staff anywhere they are in the hotel, while you can actually respond to your guests' requests. So during the presentation, I'm not going to showcase the system live, but you're going to have a lot of print screens, which gives you already an idea of the performance of our solutions. So let's jump to the fun part. Hub is a cloud-based system. It adjusts to every single hotel through a modular structure. So in other words, depending on your pain point, you can select from 1 to 7 solutions to help you on your daily operations and decision making. So we are not that kind of system that, makes you work only with 2 or 3 or 4 solutions. But what happens as well is with Hub, instead of implementing 3 to 5 different systems, which is kind of common, you have a new way of operating your hotel through one single platform. With all of this, it comes what we call the Hub cycle. And we all know welcoming your guests requires a considerable amount of challenge every day. And the connection and communication between departments, it's actually one of the main challenges in hotels and is a crucial factor to efficiently manage the hotel. So what we do, we offer a full cycle of solutions from opening a new hotel to its daily operations to manage and analyze what is happening and being registered in a daily basis to offering the best guest experience. At the end of the day, that's what all hoteliers want, to have the best, to give the best guest experience while they have a very good optimized operations. The current Hub solutions we have goes from a housekeeping, maintenance to guest in touch, which I will present further. But we also have other models. Like I said, there are 7 in total. We have the quality model for you to acknowledge your guests' complaints and main reasons, and minimize the repeated complaints and improve their experience while they are still in the hotel. So this is very important. A lot of guests don't have a way to complain with you while they are in the hotel. And what is important to bear in mind is most of the times we can solve this to avoid negative reviews afterwards. We also have a F&B model to manage the bookings of your hotel outlets and also the entrance to the breakfast service. So this way you can maintain a safe occupancy, know which guests are missing breakfast, and properly plan your service to avoid food waste, which is still a big problem in hotels. The other model we have is energy management, to register and track your hotel water and energy consumptions. You can also get warning notifications for outrange consumptions and set your own KPIs. So you can analyze your consumption regarding your square meters room and also your occupancy. And the last one, the new openings and renovations, to help you manage your openings with a digital access to your building view, building book, to the technical documents, snagging list. So everything that is normally done in Excel and with paper, you can do it digitally with Hub. So going a little bit more in depth about the housekeeping model we have, which is one of the most popular and very important nowadays. Having the housekeeping department organized while communicating effectively with other departments is one of the struggles that hoteliers have. And this is one of the departments that has more costs for the hotel, meaning that their productivity is very important to be considered. However, there's no way for you to know your team's productivity if you don't have an efficient way to measure it. So if you do everything manually, you don't have a way to know exactly what is your team productivity, if something or a process can be actually improved. So by switching from what is being done manually to automated process, your operations team will become agile and believe me, happier. And we all know this saying that happy staff, happier guests, but it's actually what happens if you can get it right. On the other hand, it's also important that you give an easy tool for your housekeeping and even maintenance team to work with for a quick adaptation, because they are moving from, another system or even a manual process to something that is very quick to use in a daily basis. So this is one of the concerns we had when developing and while we developed this model. One of the core features you get is being able to properly organize your housekeeping department. And how you can do it? By having a weekly planning based on your occupancy and staff management. So you know exactly whom and when you need your team the most. By having a dynamic task allocation, depending on your staff, working hours, cleaning times, or even the type of stay. And plus, you can also easily manage any rotation or change during the day through the app. And this is very important because during the day, this happens a lot. There's always change, a client change room or a stay, extended stay or anything else. It happens during the day and the teams don't have a way to see it quickly and to action on it. So with the app that we have, the housekeeping manager can quickly manage all of this. The minibar posting directly to the guest profile, reducing the common loss that hotels have in here regarding minibar posting. And another functionality we have is the linen management. Now, not all of hotels do it. Some actually do it. Even if you have internal or external linen, it's important that you manage properly. And if you have external linen, you can even do orders from a hub. But there's way more. So we also have smart notifications, and this is one of my favorites because I think this really allows you to have the best operations in your hotel. And we have these notifications both on desktop and in the mobile app with real-time room status when a client checks out, when you have a client doing a check-in in the breakfast, if you have a client doing the T&D, any guest requests. And one of the examples that I like to give is, imagine that you have both guests checking into your restaurant to have your delicious breakfast. And picture this, that you have the responsible housekeeper for that room and the manager to get this info in real time. So it's the perfect opportunity to clean the room while the guests are having breakfast and without having to actually disturb your guests. So this goes a little bit extra mile to give that experience that we really want to give. All of these, of course, will allow you to reduce your response time to guest requests. Anything they request, extra towels or amenities, anything else, but also the response for engineering faults. So you can immediately action on these guest requests. And on the other side, housekeepers can also register a fault. So this fault, once registered, it goes directly to the engineering team, and they can proceed then to its resolution. And of course, since it has to be an easy app, is easy to register new tasks or requests and check their traceability at any time. And there's a lot of talk about the chat functionality. I have a lot of clients sometimes asking about it. We do have a chat functionality, but one thing that I really like to mention is how important it is to bear in mind that chats do not allow you to track properly a task, which it will make it more difficult to follow up on that task, and it will make it difficult for other departments to see what is going on, if this conversation on the chat was actually resolved or not. For the hotel director, GM, or director of operations, the same. They lose sight of what is going on in the hotel. So that's why we always talk about the traceability, because it's really important to know exactly where you can improve in your hotel process. The housekeeping solution, and to give you some numbers that I think they are really important. Our clients are really improving their housekeeping productivity and service quality. The attendants have seen on average a 10% reduction in cleaning times. And this may look very low, but it's actually a huge change. Housekeeping managers have seen a 50% increase in room inspections, and this allows to check in and priority rooms to be available 2 hours early on a daily basis. And of course, the potential savings are easier to picture and achieve. Time is money, so you do the calculations. All of these are numbers shared with us by our own clients. And these are insights that we offer to all the clients through the housekeeping analysis functionality on productivity, costs, and more key factors that you want to analyze. Jumping now to maintenance, which is another key department. So maintenance in many hotels is still a very reactive, which in the long run can cause you some real problems. And we know all of these problems will negatively impact your guest satisfaction. That is why it's so important to put in place smart process to run it as smoothly as possible. And of course, you don't want to manage anything through Excel or paper, because again, you will lose sight of what is going on at your hotel. So that being said, we have here two print screens, one from the app and one from the desktop. And this is the full overview that your maintenance team needs of faults, preventive tasks, legal inspections, if any incident is affecting guests, who report them, who is taking action, and so on. And if you think that many hotels and big size hotels are still doing this with Excel and paper, it's kind of crazy to think how they can actually manage all of this properly without, with the optimization that you should have in your hotel. So that's why we always give an easy but important overview of all of this, both on desktop as well as on the mobile app. What we also have is the assets management. It's also important for the technicians. You can create any asset with important information like year of installation, the model, the brand, technical files. And this can also be key when you are doing some, incident resolution, or you are doing a preventive task. You know exactly what needs to be done because you have all the information of this asset. Another functionality that we have that is very popular and many other don't have is the suppliers and agreements management. So here it gives you an overview of all your suppliers, its contracts, when it's the renovation, if there was any incidents with this provider or supplier, and you can also send orders from Hub to all of your suppliers or specific ones. So it will allow you to efficiently manage your suppliers, and again, in general, your maintenance. So what else? Full ability with an app that allows you to operate offline. And this is kind of key. You don't want to have to register anything on paper just because you lost connection or you are in the area, of the hotel that has no connection. This happens a lot. And this is key. So with Hub, you don't lose the app functionality. It will work properly. Once you recover the connection, it will synchronize, and that's it. Logging faults into Hub takes less than 30 seconds. It's real, okay? It's not just a fancy number to put it here. It's real because we know you have no time to lose, and we always take that in consideration. And all the functionalities that you need are available in both. Again, desktop, app, such heading technical documents, heading pictures, the materials you have used to the resolution of an incident, or actually tracking what is being performed by your technicians. Again, all the technicians will have this overview, but also the other departments are able to see the status of faults and requests. So this allows for a prompt and immediate communication to both guests and colleagues. So in case you are resolving a fault, your front desk can actually see that this technician is actually resolving this fault, and he can inform the guest about it. And some numbers again. So real-time information on staff locations, instant optimization of room, the task priorities. All of this makes you save time. So in average, our clients see a 12 minutes fault resolution, less. and 6 to 10 minutes, depending if you had or not a software in preventive maintenance tasks. And again, the savings are very easy to picture. So all of these insights are available in our maintenance analysis dashboard. But what we also do is send a full report on your maintenance performance by hotel. And if you have a group of hotels, if you are a chain, we also send you all this information for the chain, if applicable, of course. So we end over here about maintenance, and we go to the last one, which is the guest in touch. I love this model. It's one of the newest that we have, and it was actually developed because of COVID. And in the time that contactless communication is so important, it's very important also to give your guests the option to communicate with you this way if they wish to. So what is important as well is to not overwhelm your teams with another channel to manage. So what we have here is a tool that allows your guests to book a restaurant service based on your maximum safest occupancy, request a housekeeping service, or inform you about an incident that is occurring in your hotel in a contactless way through their mobile, but without having to download an app. So this is very important. We don't want guests to download the app. This is always a downside. Any of these requests are escalated directly to the responsible teams and staff. And that's why I said at the same time that you have another tool, you don't want to overwhelm your teams with another channel to manage. So this goes directly to, the F&B team or the maintenance or housekeeping team has a task, so they receive a notification and they can action on it right away. And it will definitely, of course, improve your communication with your guests and the satisfaction that they get. And with this, I want to thank you all for listening. Feel free to contact me. I'm more than happy to help and showcasing you the system in live. Thank you once again.